Hello and welcome to Wanna Be a Chef. Today we are going to make stromboli. This is a type of bread where it's a lot of stuffing inside. So first we are going to look at the bread ingredients, or we are going to make the dough first, and while it is proofing we will make our stuffing. So for that we need 375 grams of all-purpose flour or maida, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. This is normal granulated sugar. If you are going for instant yeast, it should be 3/4 teaspoon of instant yeast instead of 1 teaspoon. So for the yeast to be activated, we are going to take 1 cup of water here, and we are going to warm this in microwave for 30 seconds. If you don't have a microwave, you can still do it on a stove top. So to our warm water, we are going to add in the sugar first. Then we are going to add in our yeast, that is 1 teaspoon of yeast, and we are going to mix it, and we are going to let this sit or proof for 5 minutes or until we get a nice foam. You can see that we got a nice foam on our yeast water here. So to our flour, I'm going to add in the salt, 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to give a nice mix to our flour, and we're going to add in our flour to the yeast water, the complete flour to the yeast water. And next we are going to add in our 2 tablespoons of oil. We can keep it little while kneading. I'll be adding 1 tablespoon right now, and I'll be keeping 1 tablespoon for kneading. And we are going to use the spoon first, and we are going to mix it until we are able to mix it. Then we are going to use our hand to knead the dough, and we are going to knead the dough until the dough pulls out from the bowl or stops sticking to a bowl. If you need, you can take little oil in your fingers and knead it, and you have to knead it really well for at least 5 minutes. So I'll be taking little oil in my fingers. You can see that our dough has become nice and come together. Now I'm going to knead it using little oil, and we are going to let this proof for at least 1 or 1.5 hours, or until it doubles in size, as usual we do for any kind of bread. So now we are going to add the entire oil, almost all, and we are going to knead it, and we are going to take the complete oil now, and we are going to knead it. I've been kneading my dough for 5 minutes. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take complete oil in our hands, whatever we have left out with, and we are going to make a smooth surface, and we are going to place our dough in this bowl, and we are going to let this proof, and we are going to take some more oil, whatever is there in our bowl left out with. We don't need much oil, and we are going to let this proof, covering it with cling wrap or a simple plate. You can see that our dough has proven really well, and it has doubled in size now. So for the stuffing is dependent on you. Whatever you want, you can put it. So I am taking 1 cup of corn here, and I have some Italian seasoning, and I have taken some processed cheese. You can take any type of cheese also. And I have taken some butter, which we are going to melt it, and we are going to put it on top of the dough or bread when we roll. Lightly dust some flour on our chopping board here, so that it doesn't stick to our chopping board when we roll it. So we are going to take our dough, we are going to nicely knead it first in the bowl itself. Then we are going to take our dough. First we are going to spread it with our hands in a rectangular shape. Then we are going to roll it. So I'll be rolling this with the rolling pin here. So you can see that I have rolled my dough. So on top of this I'm going to put some corn. It all depends upon you. As I mentioned, you want 1 cup, you want half cup, anything you want. Just take the corn and put it, and you can put anything for that matter, olives, you can put your oregano or just Italian seasoning, anything you want. So I'll be sprinkling some Italian seasoning over here, and on top of this I'll be putting the cheese. You can grate the cheese or you can just put the pieces of the cheese, it's up to you again. I'm going to put some pizza sauce on top of this, just as much as you want. You can just spread it on the dough also. It all depends upon your taste and preference, what you want. So I'll be just spreading a little on the dough also, so that you get a nice flavor. So now we are going to grate our cheese. In fact, I would like my cheese to be in pieces, the chunks I can say. We're putting the chunks, anyways it's going to melt. So just take little at a time and put it. And we are going to roll it very tightly. Anything coming out, just insert it back, and we are going to roll it very tightly. And we are going to bake this at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until it is brown in color. Just insert the edges here so that the edges are not empty, and when you bite it or cut it, you have the filling. So just lock the edges, and we are going to put this in a greased baking tray. First we are going to melt this butter so that we can brush on our loaf here. I have greased and lined my baking tray here, so I'll be transferring my loaf onto this. You can see I have greased and lined my baking tray now. I'm having a bread knife here with which I'm going to give some cuts. It will give a nice design as well as it helps the bread to cook from inside. So this is what we wanted. Now we are going to bake this at preheated 200 degrees centigrade for at least 20 to 25 minutes or until the surface of the dough is nicely brown. Our Stromboli is just out of the oven. We are going to put little butter on top of it again so that the crust becomes little soft. It really smells amazing right now in my kitchen. So we are going to cut this and we are going to let this cool down a little. It is very hot. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, do share, like, subscribe and comment to my channel. Thank you and keep watching.